Welcome back. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? RXX. Hey, I decided to do this last minute, so nobody's really got much of a notification to get here. But I'm also going to eat breakfast at the same time, so I apologize. But this is supposed to be their opening to their show. So let me switch over to it. And yeah, this is we're waiting for Xbox. They were supposed to start at 9:30, but they didn't start, and they don't have any music or nothing playing. So I don't know what's going on. But their pre-show was at 9:30, so I don't know what they're doing. But I do know that they're going to show a whole bunch of brand new gameplay from the Xbox Game Showcase. That Xbox has been struggling this last couple of years, and they want to really add on something good and make sure they keep their their user base, especially on Game Pass and stuff. And they're way behind on the console race, and it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like their last folly to try to save their whole entire franchise by bringing out this big Starfield game and having this showcase right before it to help bring more views. But even the main Xbox channel has less than 2,000 people watching this right now. So it's kind of weird to have it on a Sunday. But hopefully more people will show up, and hopefully they'll pop some sound on here. I feel like I need to. I don't know what they're doing. They're supposed to start their pre-show at 9:30. You would pick GTA 6 for a showcase? You would think so, right? I would think they would show like maybe Skyrim 6, GTA 6, maybe Arc 2 a little bit. Definitely show what was the other game called with the lady's face that's on the front of it? Helena's Sacrifice or something like that. The sequel to that game. They should be showing that. I don't know what Xbox has coming out this year, dude. Yeah, Call of Duty, they should be showing that. What's interesting is that Call of Duty kicked Nick Merckx off their game. Did you hear about that? He said something about protect the little children or something like that. And Call of Duty took it as a slight to the LGBTQ community plus on the end of their community and kicked them off. Yeah, he said leave the little children alone or leave the children alone or something like that, I think. And anyways, that got him kicked off of Call of Duty. And so Dr. Disrespect also banned Call of Duty until they reinstate Nick Merckx and his merchandise and stuff. So we'll see how that plays out. That's interesting drama in the game field, in the game area. I like how it's waiting for Xbox, June 11th at 9:30 a.m. It's 9:34. Come on, Xbox. Not only are all their games delayed, but they're streamed too. I gotta add some music. It's just gonna drive me nuts. I can't even handle. I gotta add some music on here, dude. God of War 2 for Xbox? I think that's still gonna be, I think that's still a year off. I think PS, if they even allow it on Xbox, that's PlayStation only for at least a year, I think. I think they got a whole year on it. I don't think they can really advertise anything from their Activision deal because I don't think that actually went through yet. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me try to find a little bit of music. Good Lord, this might be the most boring, massive launch of any game I've ever seen in my life. Could do some old stuff. We could do some newer stuff. We could do some of the newest stuff. Or just newer stuff. Just listen to instrumental NFX in the background while we wait for them to start their showcase. Oh, snap, that's loud. Hold up. Let me turn that down. Jesus. At least it's something, huh? Something in the background. Hello, Xbox. Your stream was supposed to start 6 minutes ago. I'm going to show you behind me so you understand what I'm talking about. Now you can see it. Right there, right below me. Waiting for Xbox, June 11th at 9:30 a.m. Ghost of Tsushima 2. I could see that. I'm trying to think what else. It's so hard because they've been so bad at announcing games. Games just suddenly show up on their Game Pass, and most of them aren't big hits. Although they did add that brand new scary game, Amnesia the Bunker. I haven't even tried it yet. Have you tried that? Or I don't even know if you have Xbox Game Pass. Their chat saying Gears of War news, but I'm like, Oh, some people are thinking maybe an Xbox Series X Elite or Pro. I think this is going to be all about the games. Somebody said 7 Days to Die too. Oh my gosh. Elden Ring 2. That would be like too big of a surprise. That would probably get its own little section under Starfield. Because that was such a huge game. Did they really make a 9:30 pre-show announcement and then not have an actual pre-show? That's not very nice. We can react to somebody else's video while we peek in the background, maybe. What about we look up somebody else's video on let's see, biggest Xbox releases of 2023. Let's see what this brings up for us so we can watch something. I don't even know. Who is this? This is GameSpot? I don't know if I can trust GameSpot. We can watch this one from Game Ranks. Since Xbox isn't going to start on time, we can just start without them.
If you have a utility meter like this on the side of your house, you could get paid to go solar for no money out of pocket.
Do IGN?
It costs nothing to install
Jesus, what kind of ad is that with that big
immediately?
Boom. All right, let me search for IGN. Biggest games coming. Biggest game releases of 2023 by IGN. This came out 5 months ago, though. Biggest game releases. And if you're just now tuning in, I'm going to show a different video because Xbox was supposed to have a pre-show at 9:30. You can see it says that on the screen all the way over there on the opposite side of me, waiting for Xbox at 9:30 a.m. I'm guessing they aren't going to start it till 10 now. I doubt they cover the Xbox or the Minecraft, but maybe. I mean, that's a big possibility. They could do that. Let's watch what IGN predicted 5 months ago what the biggest releases of this year would be. How about that? Watch that in the meantime until Xbox gets it together.
So hold it up high. You clock in for happy hours, late nights,
Get rid of these stinking ads. Dude, that's loud as hell.
This is your
unskippable too.
The mark of a fighter.
A variety of factors like new video game consoles and your run-of-the-mill global pandemic, a whole lot of games got delayed in 2022. That kind of sucked in 2022, but it means 2023 is going to be absolutely bonkers.
That's Persona 3, right?
Releases. Here are a whole bunch of the games that we know are coming out in 2023, and it's not even all of them. Let's get to it. The year kicks off with Fire Emblem Engage on Switch. This is the follow-up to Three Houses, and this time around you'll be able to summon or engage characters from the series past, including OG protagonist and Smash staple Marth. You can put a ring on it January 20th, so save the date. So let me get this straight. The team behind Final Fantasy 15 developed a new RPG that's not what I would call a Final Fantasy game.
This game turned out to be mediocre.
It's also coming to PC, and oh yeah, I'm talking about Forspoken. Yeah, Okay, that is a game that's out this month. It was supposed to be out in May, and then in October, and it might actually come out on January 24th.
The hype was big, but the game was bad.
If the Callisto Protocol didn't satisfy your need for deep space survival horror in which combat tips are awkwardly written on the wall in blood, well, you can relive the original Dead Space with Dead Space Remake. The entire game has been recreated painstakingly in the Frostbite engine, and it shakes things up a bit with a disgusting new system healing that apparently lets you mutilate
the Callisto Protocol
individual bones and tendons. That's horrible. And it's also on new gen and PC on the 27th.
Well, we're having our own pre-show then.
10th, it's back to school season in the Wizarding
I think the
World
Callisto Protocol was a total of an 8-hour game for $70, so it didn't take off.
Just imagine the thrill of paying out the ass for textbooks that try to bite you, the least wheelchair-accessible stairs in the history of schools. And
this game did well, and I heard it was great.
Being determined by a guidance counselor who is a talking hat. But hey, at least you can re-roll if it puts you in Hufflepuff. If you wish Monster Hunter was a little more like Fortnite, keep an eye out for Wild Hearts, yet another fantastical world for you to explore.
And what is
this?
Is
inspired by feudal Japan. Imagine
this an RPG?
It's developed by Omega Force, the studio behind the Dynasty Warriors series, and its myriad.
Dude, you're gonna shoot with the bazooka?
The fact that EA is publishing worries you. Bear in mind that Activision published Sekiro. Will you heart Wild Hearts? See for yourself when it's out in the wild on February 17th. If you're not totally sick of hearts after eating a box of Valentine's candy while playing Wild Hearts, on the 21st, Atomic Heart
Atomic Heart kind of blew it.
This is the single-player first-person shooter with a Soviet aesthetic that looks a bit like Fallout's paleo-futurism, but from the other side of the Iron Curtain.
It was Russian,
However,
and the
voiceovers
were pretty bad.
More in line with BioShock.
Almost comical.
Pass the time until Ken Levine's Judas, this
if you want to play something with friends and laugh a lot, I think that's a good one.
On February 22nd, Sony is for all intents and purposes launching a brand new console with the PlayStation VR 2, which will have a pile of launch titles to go with it. And at the summit of this molehill of day one releases, you'll find the Horizon spin-off Call of the Mountain, which promises to be a full-length VR game. Maybe not as long as the flagship Horizon games, but definitely more meaty than your average virtual reality experience.
I don't see live streamers and stuff really
The name
really showing VR games much.
Sandwich chain like Subway or Quiznos, but rest assured, Company of Heroes 3 is still a World War II RTS. In addition to 2 unique campaigns in Northern Africa and Italy, this one also adds new gameplay features like a dynamic campaign map and a tactical pause, which sounds great for when the real-time combat.
This game's outdated and did terrible.
That comes to PC on February 23rd. Sons of the Forest is the direct descendant of the hit woodland survival game with a heavy emphasis on survival. While a lot of us would prefer to be stuck on a proverbial desert island with a Steam Deck or an attractive celebrity, this one will see you foraging for supplies and braving the elements while also fending off a horrible...
This one could have done so much better if they just would have waited 6 more months, but they did a pre-release 6 months early from the actual release date because they didn't want to delay their release date, so they pre-released it without a whole bunch of features. And now they're adding all those in. So even though I own it and I have played through portions of it, I'm waiting to do a full playthrough when they actually get done adding in everything and fully release the game. But it still has a ton of potential. But I always worry about it when they release them early that the popularity is going to fall off. So I hope it doesn't. I hope it continues.
Cave system full of terrifying mutant cannibals. Sounds lovely. That's on PC. If that's too scary and you'd rather repeatedly kill some adorable astronauts through a reckless trial and error approach to aeronautics, Kerbal Space Program 2 lets you do that and lots more. That hits early access on PC on February 24th, but the developers promise custom bases, multiplayer, mod support, and of course console versions down the road. If you yearn for the simpler days of classic turn-based RPGs with
I can't play games like this.
Campaigns,
I can't play games like this.
The 2018 game Octopath Traveler was pretty cool. Well,
can't do it.
In luck because Octopath Traveler hits PC, Switch, and both PlayStations also on February 24th. On March 1st, the day before hits PC, and before your eyes glaze over at the idea of
March 1st,
post-apocalyptic zombie survival game,
this game got delayed into October, and a lot of people think the game's fake.
This list were delayed due to the pandemic, but developer Fnatic pushed this
that it may never get released
from Unreal 4 to Unreal 5, and it looks like that was a smart move because it's the second most wish-listed game on Steam after Hogwarts Legacy.
They have a 2-year copyright just fighting over the name of the game.
Later on. Wolong Fallen Dynasty is the latest project from Team Ninja, and it looks to continue the long tradition of kicking your ass repeatedly, which began with Ninja Gaiden and the Neo games, but this one's set in China's Three Kingdoms period, but, you know, it's got a grisly dark fantasy twist. That is on all the stuff that isn't made by Nintendo. Allegedly,
that one bombed.
Bones is finally coming out, but I will believe it when I see it.
That game before that bombed, unfortunately, because it was too much like Dynasty Warriors, where it was just hack and slash like crazy and just not very fun. What is that music? Oh, it's the Xbox Showcase. They brought music. Let me turn that music off. We'll mute that showcase. Yeah, they said 9:30 they would have a pre-show, but now they have a countdown of 13.5 minutes. That's false advertising, but okay. Moving on. Let's take a look at more of what IGN says are going to be the big games of 2023.
Made by Nintendo. Allegedly, Skull and Bones is finally coming out, but
I really wanted to play this.
This is Ubisoft's multiplayer pirate game, which supposedly began as an Assassin's Creed Black Flag spin-off, and at one point was apparently like For Honor with both.
Keeps getting delayed.
It's taken the shape of something
for years,
much more like Sea of Thieves, and it's been delayed about, well, my entire career. Anyway, that drops anchor on new gen and PC March 9th, allegedly. To make up for the extremely long wait for Bayonetta 3, Platinum Games is rewarding fans of the bespectacled Umber Witch with a brand new installment less than a year later. Bear in mind, it's a pretty big shift, ditching the realistic.
I don't care for these types of games either.
Adventure with a cuter storybook aesthetic, but it definitely looks more fun than waiting 5 years for a sequel. That is on Switch, March 17th. Still on March 17th is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the follow-up to Fallen Order, which sees the return of an older,
I heard this is really good.
Cal Kestis, who will undoubtedly have some new tricks up his sleeve. Technical hiccups aside, Respawn knocked it out of the park with the first game.
And this just came out not long ago, so I don't know.
New gen consoles and PC.
I don't know how well it did.
Well, on March 24th, Resident Evil 4 Remake probably. Between the recent mainline entries and the last two remakes, Capcom probably hasn't had the trust of fans like this since...
Man, I have a hard time thinking they will. I doubt it, Mace. I would be shocked if they showed anything to do with Ark at all.
Adjustment seems like it'll be a pretty good time. That's on both PlayStations, Xbox Series X, and PC.
That game turned out to be good, but
City is a brand new first-person shooter that came totally out of
Crime Boss is garbage, from what I heard. Like bad.
Mostly Michaels and Danny's.
Like a 4 out of 10.
Madsen, Glover, and Trejo. It also has Kim Basinger, Vanilla Ice, and Chuck Norris. What's the gameplay like? Great question. That's
Chuck
on
Norris.
PC March 28th and consoles someday. Before there was BioShock, there was System Shock, and this is yet another classic that's getting a full modern remake. And if you're having deja vu, that
this is already out, and I didn't hear anything about it when it launched.
Sometime in March, you'll finally get to play it. That's
so I don't think
that doesn't say Nintendo on it. Dead Island 2 has had a long and rocky development, and on April 28th, it is finally rising from its grave. LA is in.
This game got bad reviews for being repetitive and kind of boring, but every big streamer played all the way through it.
Infested with zombies, and you gotta go kill them. What do you kill them with? All kinds of stuff, including stuff that's glued to other stuff that you glued there on a crafting bench. That's
it's just a big
April
gore.
28th, once again, on everything but Switch. But hey, Switch owners are going to be just fine because on May 12th, The Legend of Zelda Tears
and this
of
is
the
a huge
Kingdom
hit.
Finally drops. Breath of the Wild
In the first 4 days, outsold their previous version or whatever by a long shot.
Like a lifetime, and that might be because this has been one of, if
and
not
I've watched it played, and I think it's really weird. The character's all cartoony, but the world's not as cartoony as the character, so it looks really off.
Wait for a new game from Rocksteady, the studio that gave us the Batman Arkham series, and while it's set in the same universe, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League looks to be a pretty huge departure. This time, players can get down with their bad selves as Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, King Shark, and/or Deadshot. That's
DC always, other than Batman games, I don't know what good games they've made.
2 to 2.5D back in Street Fighter 4, but this is much more than just a visual leap. It's
people that love Street Fighter say that this game is the best.
Hang out in and
I don't know.
Street fighting in, but don't worry. As far as fighting goes, it's not reinventing the wheel, and the buzz for this among fighting game diehards seems very positive. That's on PS4,
it's the
PS5,
same game.
Series X and S, and PC. Diablo 4 has been in the works for a very long time, but
this did huge in the first few days of release.
It's far more in line with Diablo 2 than 3. It is a clear return to proper dark fantasy, and its gorgeous world is wide open for you to explore while slaying demons and hoarding loot. That's out on 6/6 for everything but Switch. Like many other games on this list, Final Fantasy XVI is a massive departure from its immediate predecessor.
This is a bummer. I wanted to try this because I've never played a Final Fantasy game, but it's PlayStation 5 only.
A much more focused area-based approach to level design, but combat is still going to be.
We'll see what Xbox has to replace all these PS exclusives that just keep coming over and over.
Title a soft reboot for its first dedicated foray into exclusively new-gen territory. This will undoubtedly be a real showcase of what the Series S and X are capable of graphically, and those sexy anime ladies you plastered all over your tricked-out Subaru will look sexier than ever, and so will the Subaru. That's on Series X and S and PC sometime in the spring.
First of all, who owns a Subaru? And second of all, who plasts anime ladies all over their Subaru? It means you're at least 16 years old and your place. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. All right, let's just move on. Good Lord.
A whole bunch of games have been given the extremely broad release window of first half of the year, so here are some games you're going to be playing.
That's Alan Wake 2, I think.
Hollow Knight received universal acclaim, including IGN staff voting it the best Metroidvania of all time, despite an utter lack of Metroids and Vanias. A lot of people are dying to get their hands on Silksong, which
this
is
doesn't look fun to me. I don't
control of Hornet.
I don't want an 80s action game.
Who has a totally unique moveset. Fans of Homeworld 2 have been waiting 2 decades for a sequel, and they won't have to wait that much longer. Homeworld 3 takes place even further in the future and will shake up the deep space RTS formula with the addition of terrain that'll allow for cover. It's still
RTS games,
but there's just a lot of shit floating around up there now. If you love the games that
SoCal loves Subarus, really?
And you hate vampires, boy, do I have the game for you that you probably already knew about.
Oh man, this had so much hype. This game was released probably 2 years ahead of its time, and therefore completely bombed because it was in a real poor beta state. Tons of bugs.
Fall will have you staking your claim in a New England town filled.
IGN, who's hyping this up right now on this video, gave it a 4 out of 10. That's like one of the lowest scores I've ever seen him give.
With bloodsuckers, and this time around it's co-op, so up to 3 friends can join in on the fun. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl is the long-awaited sequel to the 2007 post-apocalyptic survival horror game based on the Tarkovsky film of the same name, based on the classic novel Roadside Picnic, and its development has certainly not.
What's he throwing there?
Roadside or otherwise.
Why are the graphics garbage?
All the other hurdles of developing a AAA video game through the pandemic, Ukraine-based GSC World also had to put things on hold while their country was being bombed.
Did I suddenly go down? No, it's still HD.
This is supposed to hit the new Xboxes and PC sometime in the first half of the year.
I feel like I went to 720p.
I don't think anybody's gonna be mad if they need more time.
Yeah.
Starfield is shaping up to be Skyrim in space. And before you
This
tell me
looks-
that's a stupid, reductive way of describing
I can't
it,
wait.
I'm quoting Todd Howard, so take that. Anyway, in space, no one can hear you dragon shout, but you can probably go collect.
This
some
is supposed to be
cheese
like
wheels on the
Skyrim
moon
in
on one of the
space or
hundreds of other
something.
planets in this game. That's on all the new Xboxes and PC. If you like deep space stuff, but Starfield sounds dauntingly expansive, well, there's also The Expanse, a Telltale series, which is a narrative adventure set in the universe of the hit TV show, and that's on PC and consoles. If you think narrative adventures are a novel idea, well, it's time to unravel a new
I bet you
story
this
with Alan
game's really
Wake 2,
good,
which
but-
sees the return of Remedy's author protagonist.
Dude, they want
but this
$70
time around
to play
promises
this?
be a proper survival horror.
How long is
If you're
it?
one of the many people who spent
Oh,
thousands
hey!
of hours hunting and crafting and riding dinosaurs in Ark,
Ark
you may
2.
have thought to yourself at some point, this game is great, but it needs Vin Diesel. Well, you weren't the only one, because Vin Diesel felt the same way, and after playing a shitload of the first game, he's not only starring in the sequel, he's also involved with his
Fast and
development studio
Furious.
Wildcards for
Ark,
Resident
Fast
Evil
and
Creative
Furious.
Convergence, which means he's also executive producing an Ark animated series. Sure, why not? If you think giant robots are f***ing awesome, you're correct. And FromSoft's beloved mecha series Armored Core is back with its 6th long overdue installment.
There was so many of these games got delayed.
What took so long? Well, FromSoft was busy establishing a little genre called Soulsborne with a trilogy of Dark Souls games, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and of course Elden
Armored
Ring.
Core
There's
6.
absolutely no reason to expect
I mean, that
Armored
looks
Core to be
kinda
anything like
fun.
those games, and according to the developers, it isn't really. But considering
I don't
those
know.
games are what
Depends
amassed
on whether it's
FromSoft
linear
into
or whether it's
following,
open
I'd
world and
imagine
lets you
those
do what
fans
you
would
want to
be
do. I
taken
like
into
open world
consideration, at
games.
least somewhat.
I can't
That's
stand
coming to
linear.
everything.
Go
Another AC
here, do
franchise
that.
getting at least one new entry this year is Assassin's Creed. Longtime fans might be relieved to hear that after the last few games have veered heavily into
And I
action
think-
RPG territory, Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to scale things back and return to the original game's design pillars of stealth, parkour, and assassinations. The setting? 9th century Baghdad.
My opinion on that is bad move, but you know, hey, gotta appease your old fans that left, and they're trying to get them back. But I think that their games are like 150 hours. Dude, who can play that? I mean, my God, I wanted to do. I've never played any of the Assassin's Creed games before, so I was thinking like I'd play like I don't know, maybe Assassin's Creed's Black Flag or something, the piratey one, or something like that. Just because if you do Odyssey or what's the other newer one before Valhalla, or Origins, they're like 150 hours games. That's a lot of streaming and a lot of time for people to fall off viewing your stuff. Ugh. We only got 4 more minutes till the till the Xbox showcase.
The first Hades was a smash hit in 2020. Its fast-paced roguelike action and slick visuals earned it a spot on countless best-of lists, as well as nabbing IGN's Game of the Year award. While we're always happy to see Supergiant Games go back to the drawing board to try something completely new and experimental, we're also thrilled that there's more Hades on the way, which will undoubtedly have plenty of...
Did you guys play Hades? Chat, did you guys play Hades at all? I tried it on a live stream because it said it was a 10 out of 10 game, best game of the year. You know, it won all these awards and stuff, and I didn't like it at all. I did not like. The second you got killed, you had to go back to the beginning, and you remembered what to do so you could get further in the next time and get stronger, and then you die over and over and over and over and over, and you would learn more of the story, but it wasn't full voiced and stuff, and there's a lot of reading. I'd rather, I don't know. If I want to read, I'll read a book, right? I don't know.
Surprises in store. Pinocchio fans, if such a thing actually
this
exists,
looks cool.
have had a pretty busy couple of years. Hot on the
Lies
trail
of
Disney and
Pinocchio.
Del Toro's feature film takes on that dishonest but lovable wooden boy comes Lies of P. This action RPG retells the original 19th century fairy tale in the form of a fast-paced action RPG a la Bloodborne, and yes, you'll be able to tell lies. Marvel's Spider-Man was one of the best-selling games on PS4,
Spider-Man
so
2
unsurprisingly, it's getting a
only
follow.
on PS5.
The will be exclusive to PS5.
Again.
Seeing how much Insomniac Games was able to do with the new hardware and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, we are dying to see what new tricks our friendly neighborhood wall crawler has in store for us in the sequel. The Cops and Robbers co-op shooter Payday 2 gets a long-awaited sequel a full decade after the last game released. This time around, players can expect larger-scaled heist.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this because the showcase is going to start. Unfortunately, I was this year I've been bummed out, dude. They haven't come forward with a lot of good games. But hey, Lies of P.
The Xbox Showcase.
The Lies of P, I think looks really good. There's a demo out right now that takes like a couple hours to play. And the game comes out in September, so I'm probably going to do the demo, play through the demo on a live stream here pretty soon and see what it's all about. But you're playing a puppet. Of course, Pinocchio. And the Lies of P, supposedly every time you tell a lie, it makes you more human. And it's a Soulsborne-like game, so it's supposed to be really hard and have a lot of swords, I guess. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Kind of weird to make a video game out of a lying Pinocchio. Makes you more human instead of just growing your nose.
Title, Xbox Games Showcase. The audio described show will begin in 1 minute.
The audio described show will begin in 1 minute.
Case.
Type case. These people in chat. Fallout 5! Freaking, they're like GTA 100. Remake of Halo Infinite. Fable,
Green particles shimmer
Fable.
behind the Xbox logo. Title, Xbox Games Showcase. A countdown timer shows 25 seconds remaining.
Why is this thing talking to us like we're little children? James Jones, what's up? Yeah, the problem is that the new Unreal Engine came out
10
after the
seconds.
console. All right, let's blow up. Let's blow this screen up, baby. Let me know if the volume's high enough or not high enough for you guys on this gameplay.
Rating
US
pending
and
to mature
Canada?
17 plus.
What? What's 17 plus? The whole thing?
Title, Xbox Game Studios presents.
Title.
I was
Presents.
finally doing this, Rowie, because I was going to make a sandwich.
Sandwich.
Text, Playground Games presents.
Let's do it.
Okay, I don't think that voice
A
went
man
with
with a
that
short
dude, but
afro
hey,
and glasses sits down.
Hero.
Dave.
doing good, James
Well.
Jones. How you doing, man?
We've all seen them, haven't we? Swanning about the place.
A hand
Their
picks up a sword from a
disproportionately
forest.
High cheekbones and
hell
comically
is this?
massive weapons. Roughing up
Oh my God.
because they like to rough
A
up.
She reminds me of
walks into a
Shrek for
town.
some reason.
Living it up with the common folk.
I don't know why it
Every
reminds me of Shrek.
Single night.
She chugs a beer in a tavern.
The true hero's me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit.
Why is it
with
talking?
veg on the agricultural side of things.
Just look at them.
Not wafting around mythical creatures.
Yeah, it's
Giant
explaining.
pumpkins sit in a field.
That's what they are. Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
How the hell?
You see, I'm not here to
I don't think there's a way to turn that off. I think they just did
A
that.
werewolf snarls.
conquer the vegetable.
A werewolf
Not the
snarls?
euphemism. Let's face it.
Turn that shit off.
The age of heroes is over.
Closed captions
Dave sits in a
unavailable.
cozy room.
This, if you will, is the age of death.
Dude, it's just gonna do it. That's so annoying.
The swordswoman stands before a giant door. Dave stands from his chair.
Dave stands from his chair.
He cautiously approaches the tiny swordswoman.
Yeah.
What in the hell?
He towers above her.
Okay, I really
The
don't
swordswoman
like
leaps
this
through
chat.
Fire, dodges Dave's attacks on a giant table, and clings to it as he drags her away and holds her before his face.
Oh,
Title: Fable.
Why are they ruining their showcase with
The
this
swordswoman
talking?
eats a sandwich. She pauses, then tosses it over her shoulder as she sits on the giant pair of Dave's broken glasses. Text: Play it day one with Game Pass.
World premiere.
Okay, this is really weird
Text:
already.
Xbox Game Studios presents.
Bro, quit reading the text. It wasn't doing that last video we were watching. It's just this video. It's
The battered
automatic.
sign advertises compulsion big game tours with an alligator. A crow lands on a broken down gas station. A zombified hand plays a guitar.
Guys, I'm not impressed by the talking,
At night
explaining
in the
everything.
swamp, fireflies shimmer.
Have no mercy in this land.
It does
Zombie
say
wears
audio
gold rings As he
description.
taps his foot.
In this land.
Is there a different
2
version?
feet hover into place nearby him.
This is Xbox.
You look in the bed and somebody be gone.
A rat crawls up the guitarist's pant leg.
In this land.
Jesus Christ.
A woman in jeans approaches him.
Shush, lady.
Here come to
I can do this.
and it won't stay long. You look in
Willie
the
Nelson's
bed
dead, but he's still singing
and
with the
somebody be
guitar.
gone.
Kid follows Rabbit.
Don't have no mercy in this
Dude still plays guitar. Very boring scene.
shaking bones. Been a while. So, you
Shaking
remember that
bones.
favor you owe me? I'm looking for a creature. Huge, sneaky, teeth like knives. No? Well, hey, how about you guys? No? Nobody? Not helpful.
Is this? It's supposed to be gameplay today, not CGI. This feels laggy to me. Like it's in 20 FPS or something.
Come to your house and it won't stay long. Well, you look in the bed and somebody be gone.
South of midnight.
Hell won't give you time to get ready.
Smash or pass? I say pass. Game Pass.
World premiere.
Another world premiere.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire?
Star Wars.
They're everywhere. But the world here belongs to the syndicates.
Lucasfilm game.
If I want to survive,
What the hell?
I have to play their game.
Can you guys hear their... Can you hear them okay? The
Looks like I'm all in.
character speaking.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
Just let me know. I can turn it up. It's a little low. Okay.
There she is.
That should be a little bit better. Her voice is more muted than the rest of the music and stuff for some reason.
I've been held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free.
Free of being
Wherever
alone?
that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
Dude, this isn't gameplay, is it?
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
That game's straight fire? Right, I'll take your word for it. Mace says that game is straight fire.
Wow. Fable, South of Midnight,
Oh boy.
Star Wars Outlaws. Welcome to our first ever double feature.
Head of
the
Xbox
Game
Creator
Showcase,
Experience.
followed by a deep dive into one of the most important RPGs ever made, Starfield. Gaming is the most powerful of all entertainment. It transports, it challenges, it connects us, and it's just incredibly and awesomely fun. That is why Team Xbox is committed to building the greatest place to play, by partnering with the most ambitious of game creators, and by unleashing the power of the gaming community, enabling all of us to play the games we want with our friends anywhere, from mobile devices to PCs to consoles. The lineup we have for you today is just incredible.
James Jones,
These
I
are
only
the
played the first
works
Star
of the
Wars.
very
Wasn't
greatest
bad.
creative teams from around the world. We made this show for you, the largest, most engaged, and globally diverse fan base in Xbox history.
Okay, show
You
the games,
are
please.
the heart and soul of Xbox. Your passion drives us, and you are the inspiration for the visionaries whose games we showcase today. From me and all of the team
Come
at
on,
Xbox,
lady, quit kissing butt.
thank
Let's
you.
watch some games.
This next game is from Thunder Lotus, the award-winning studio behind Spiritfarer, who've gone back to their combat roots with an amazing co-op
Thunder
raid-focused
Lotus.
action game that is uniquely theirs. All right, everybody, it's time.
Thank God. Get her off the stage. That big old hook.
Premiere.
Get her off there. AIDS. AIDS 2, what is this? Yeah, this is an Xbox. The first half hour is supposed to be an Xbox showcase, and then it goes into Starfield Direct directly after that. Female singer vocalizing. Bro, I can't pick up a game like this. This thing's straight up 80s, early 90s. 33-player co-op. What? 33-player co-op? What are they talking about? 33-player co-op. "33 Immortals." 33-player co-op? With 60 FPS? Dude, it's like tiny little sprites. The only way they could make it work.
All right, guys.
Oh,
it's
Payday
a simple
3.
Job. Just in and out. Nothing to it.
Let's go.
Everybody hit the floor.
I ain't ever going to get a full lobby. Why don't they let us hear any of the action? Why just the music only? I don't know, man. They gonna want $70 for that too? I don't know.
World premiere.
World premiere. Water sloshing, seagulls squawking. What in the hell? Cut. Next game. This looks like a train wreck. Yeah, you see a lot of this, like indie games getting pushed. That was Persona 3? Wow. I heard a lot of really good hype around Persona 3. That's interesting. Water gurgling. In-game footage. This is Mirage, right? Assassin's Creed Mirage or what?
People don't like you very much, do they?
Oh wait, Obsidian Entertainment?
Sent here to the living lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself.
Obsidian, it can't be Assassin's Creed.
To investigate some plague that seems to be corrupting our very souls.
I don't know, man. Obsidian made that.
But the truth is,
they made Redfall.
You scare us. The way you fight, the power you wield, the secrets you keep. You're either here to save us or destroy us. So now that you have all this
Yeah, they
power,
did. Obsidian's best known for the Dishonored and Deathloop. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. There you go, Cue Ball. They make some really good games. They just got pushed to release Redfall too early. Play it now. Play it now. Play this now. Slow Adventures music. Lucasfilms. Deep in the Sea of Thieves. In-game footage. In-game footage of a cutscene. Sea of Thieves.
Welcome to the Scum Bar,
Monkey
the most
Island.
notorious tavern on Melee Island. Wall-to-wall rogues and scoundrels.
In engine? I thought it said in
Is
game.
right for you. A big ship, a luxury ship, a ship with just a splash of je ne sais quoi.
The legend of
It's a
Monkey
Sea of
Island.
Thieves
You
add-on,
mean
right?
Governor Guybrush. But Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion for almost a year.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you no autographs. So I see you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate
You got the
Guybrush
golden
Threepwood,
ticket
the
in
legend
your
of
hand.
Monkey Island.
Okay. The comedy game.
LeChuck has turned the memories of this island into a prison for Guybrush.
Well, well, what do we have here?
You need these.
Things may be very different.
Comedy for
from the
children
Sea
so
of
far.
Thieves you know.
I guess if you like Sea of Thieves, you'll love that, right? It's free.
World premiere.
Next generation of flight simulator. Ooh, that looks pretty sweet. Search and rescue missions. Yeah, Cue Ball after this showcase in Starfield Direct. The graphics are really good. Man, you go through the whole thing, really? All the way back to the ambulance, to the agricultural mountain rescues, skydiving, aviation. Do you get this? You get to go to Mars. Gonna be right in between both of these things, Cue Ball. Right in between this stream and the next one. Hot air balloon trips. Interesting. Yeah, it is. New Flight Simulator 2024. In-game footage. Now this looks like Starfield. Oh, it is Dune, isn't it? Isn't Dune supposed to have an MMO? I hope they make an MMO. Long live the fighters. Oh, see the film? Flight Simulator Dune film? Bruh. We were duped.
Hi, Melina here, speaking to you from our performance capture stage at Ninja Theory.
Oh, I know what game this is. That's
our
at
shoots for Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
Yeah, Hellblade.
When we first showed gameplay for Hellblade 2, it was a look at some of the game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll on the Icelandic coastline.
That's so
Today,
trippy.
we're taking you deeper into Senua's story, her personal quest, her unique perspective on the world, and the intimate journey that awaits you in Senua's saga.
Intimate.
What you'll see today is all captured by the team on Xbox Series X.
Ninja Theory presents in-game footage. I haven't played the first one yet. First one's on Game Pass.
Slipping through her soul, following the threads of her mind. She's here to find them, the ones who hide. She needs their help with a promise, a question. But it's never so simple, is it? Wisdom has a price. There's always a part of you that changes.
And they're really whispering.
A part of you that darkens. And a part of you that dies.
Over there, that pool.
Whispering, whispering.
I can feel them everywhere. The lost ones. They are watching us. You should never have come here. They can see us.
What?
What is going to happen? It's time to find out.
All these voices are in her head.
It's time to find out. Why are they watching? It's time to find out. What are they waiting for? Senua, what are you waiting for?
I'm here.
There's someone here. Watching. More than one. Where are they?
Where are you?
What do they want? I don't like it. I'm scared. This is too much.
Are these voices in her own head, or are these...
Their eyes everywhere. Can feel them boring into her. Witch. What is she supposed to do? Do something. Ask them.
What do you want me to do?
Kill the bees?
Our souls fought through hell to find us.
You were lost. Not anymore.
Are you ready for what you will find here?
What we will find. What if it's all for nothing? What is that? There. They are waiting. There. It's them. It's you. What will they do to her? What will we do to us? Touch it.
Jesus, this game's gonna put me to sleep.
parts of you that are broken. You can be whole. All the grief, all the rage, all the fear.
Everything I've seen, everything I've done has led me to this place.
We've come so far, not far enough. Say it. You are ready. Tell them.
I am here. Now.
What if we get lost forever? What will happen to them? What will happen to you?
I will not let them down.
She is ready. They know. Go.
This must be the whole entire
Who are these around you?
beginning opening scene or something, dude.
Those you have saved, or those you let?
I want to see gameplay. 2024. Not much 2023 on here. Oh no. This is Island 2? Dead Island 2? It already is out? Bro, he's naked. What the? Oh, this is that Katana series or whatever it's called. Part 712. What is going on, dude?
Oh my god!
Shark!
A streaker!
A streaker. Shark has a huge fin.
Oh, surf's up, dude. Yeah, dude. Hang loose, bro.
俺がどうかしたのかははどうなってんだこりゃ
Like a Dragon. An add-on to Like a Dragon. Alright, that was weird. I don't know about the ending of that. What? Is this an add-on to Fallout 76?
What a sight! A verdant wonderland of promise plucked from post-atomic blight. The fruit of years of prudent progress and determined reclamation, and 15 million dwellers worth of keen imagination. From the heart of West Virginia to the depths of the pit.
Well, we owe it all to Vault 76.
No matter if you roam alone or spend your time with friends, you'll find a home in Appalachia where the good times never end. There are relics to uncover from a time before the war,
Dude,
along
I'm
with
not.
loads of friendly folks to meet and enemies galore.
I don't know,
Our world
man.
is
I'm
always
not.
changing. Greater foes are overthrown as we embark on expeditions into thrilling new unknowns.
I'm not
Yes,
impressed
from
by this
Appalachian
showcase. This is
settlements to
it should be
Nuka-Roro
over by
tour.
now.
You're never short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh? Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss. Put your rad shield on and fix your hair up pretty, because we're headed for the boardwalk of Atlantic City. So there you have it.
Oh my god, everything's gonna put me to sleep, dude. What's going on?
And your waist home. And when you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for some kicks, answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 76. Play it now with Xbox Game Pass.
That's just an advertisement for Fallout 76, dude. It's been out
World premiere
for years. What's up with this? Oh, that's some badass graphics there, though. Look at these graphics. Dang, dude. Capcom. You know, if it's Capcom, it's got to be a shooter, right? Or a fighter. Graphics are sick. It looks like just a fighter, one-on-one fighter. These are the scenes are like character introductions or something. Oh God. There's too many of these types of games out right now. It seems like there's a million of them. I don't know what that says. Path of the Goddess. Ooh, boy. Come on. Something to blow us away. Just something. Something.
General Motors' historic commitment to performance is embodied in two of its iconic brands, Chevrolet and Cadillac. The V-Series.R elevates Cadillac's competitive spirit to a whole new level with its thunderous V8 and hybrid power. The legendary Corvette has been a celebrated champion for decades. The all-new Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray continues that tradition. General Motors is proud to usher in a new era of competition.
Is this a commercial?
With the innovators behind the new Forza Motorsport.
Oh, Forza Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport and General Motors are pairing their strengths and technical excellence.
That voice doesn't look like it's coming out of it.
Modern design to take
that
bold
Cadillac
steps
is
into the
sick
future
looking though.
and
Look
bring
at that thing.
experience to gamers. I'm thrilled to welcome the Cadillac V-Series.R and the Corvette E-Ray.
Look at that thing.
To the home of competition.
All right, driving circles. Check.
I know you're ready. You've got this.
More driving in circles. Double check.
Let's tweak the car's performance for the next one.
Car tweaking ability. Check. How is this different than Forza like 5? Only racing and not all the rest?
That was your best lap yet.
This is my timeline.
Did it say if this is in-game footage or not? I mean, what the hell did I just see? Forza Motorsport. Another Forza game. Drive in circles. Some people love those driving games. Obviously, they wouldn't keep making them.
That ever was, and all that ever will be. I have seen betrayal, endurance, ambition.
Never mind, that dude's huge. Never mind, that dragon's huge.
I am the one who knows.
An RPG or something?
For perhaps the first time in my unending existence, I
Is it Elder Scrolls Online, the new
from fate's flow, unseen forces
the new
move against me, hungry
purchasable add-on?
of mystery, long
Necron or whatever it's called, Necrom?
a secret that threatens to unravel reality itself.
Gwizzy the Kid. I did do an hour-and-a-half Minecraft update stream explaining about the update and talking about when you're going to see it on the channel.
Protect the secret.
Okay, the other advertisement I saw for this game was a million times better than this one. Yeah, it was way better than this one. Like it. I don't know why they did that.
CSIS Unit 37. Toronto is under attack.
Blizzard Entertainment.
By Null Sector.
There's something
Overwatch
different about
17.
Null Sector this time.
They've taken over most of the city and they're rounding up Omnics. They need our help.
People are answering Winston's recall. There's new blood on the team, and we have so much to teach them.
A new adventure by Blizzard.
If we can stop Null Sector, maybe we can save the city.
Coming through!
Been a while, Vivian.
As if I didn't have enough problems already.
Autobots.
So we fly up there, smash through anything that gets in our way, and books and other business.
I hate to interrupt the moment, but I'm picking up reports of more attacks in other cities.
Just like Transformers on steroids.
I say, let's give it to him.
Engage. Target marked.
Time to create peace with bullets. Greetings.
Is this Overwatch 2? Is that what this is?
The world is counting on us.
Bruh.
Let's go.
Shall we do this together?
Come on, this is their showcase, man. They gotta.
Engaging.
Watch this! I saw that. Not bad.
World premiere.
What is this place? It looks like we're in a palace.
So many anime.
Who are these people?
So many anime games,
They're
man.
attacking us. Our only choice
What's
is
up?
fighting back. Hey, look over there! Can you get us out of here?
So you're telling me you're thieves?
Oh, this
and
is
steal
Persona
homes,
3, right?
And you just happened to stumble into this world? The Rebel Corps will always help the Phantom Thieves, just as the Phantom Thieves have helped
You take
the
turns
Rebel
like a strategy
Corps. Never
game.
forget that we're a united force who can rely on each other.
You should be grateful to have been made my subjects. But
The
you're
music and
just
everything, dude.
mannerless
I
little
can't handle it.
Unfortunately, returning will be no easy feat.
So
Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. So, will you take a stand beside us?
Yeah! Let's show them what we got!
Persona 5 Tactica? Jesus Christ. Come on, guys. Do something. This is Starfield now.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in
The only game that can save the Xbox.
The wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
Skyrim, from the creators of Skyrim and Fallout 4.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.
I've seen something really similar to that before. I'm excited to see the Starfield Direct, which is supposed to be right after this showcase. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait. Stay tuned. There's more. Oh, God. There's more Xbox. Come on. Something good, dudes.
World premiere.
Rock Climber Simulator. Don't nod. Kind of hard not to nod. Are you really just climbing walls? Need to fix. Climb fall 2023. Holy crap, dude.
World premiere.
They need to wake us up with their own showcase. Something. Secret mode. The Chinese room. Still wakes the deep. What? I don't feel any hype. There's a note on your backpack. Read it. What is this? Skiing? Oh, no, it's a night. Oh, oh. And skiing. Snowboarding. Alright, pass. Can you believe, did you ever think that in 2023 this would be the showcase you'd be watching? This is the cream of the crop. What Xbox has to offer us. Xbox.
Hi. I'm very excited to be returning as Johnny Silverhand in the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. This new adventure reunites Johnny and V on a dangerous spy mission and introduces Idris Elba as secret agent Solomon Reed. It's really amazing to share the screen with you, Idris. It's cool to be a part of this game with you, man. As a player, you'll get to visit Dogtown, an unexplored part of Night City, and rescue the President of the new United States of America. Expect a massive expansion, twists, secrets, and plenty of stuff to do. I know the team at CD Projekt Red just keeps raising the bar when it comes to telling cinematic stories in video games, and I really can't wait for you to play it on Xbox Series X and S. But enough talking. I'm guessing you want to see for yourself. And so it is my honor and pleasure to give you and introduce the official trailer for Phantom Liberty. Check it out.
Yeah, I own it. I was playing it when it first came out.
There's gotta be a way out of it.
It got so much bad hype that people quit watching it though,
Johnny.
so I didn't finish it.
I'm dying. There's nothing can stop that.
V. My name is Songbird. I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. and I can save your life.
What's the catch? I need you to get to Dogtown.
Attention all Dogtown residents. The President managed to crash her Space Force One into our humble district.
Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Get Myers out of there.
Time to evac.
Her safety is the top priority.
Shit! They catch us out here, we're dead.
Wait, hear that?
God almighty! It's moving! Run! This way! Quick!
I wonder if this is their first chargeable add-on since they came out.
Someone ratted us out.
You know, V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Wherever she goes, people get hurt. Bodies drop.
Just want what Songbird promised me. The cure.
The situation's changed. You need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate. Pick your truth, V.
Come on. Got iron in your hand. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger.
If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
Interesting. Paid download content. If they do it $19.99 or under, I think it'll turn out okay. But if they release it at like $40, yeah, that's gonna be a struggle. Every home. What type of city builder? Every skyscraper, every roundabout, every district, every city. Is disappearing. Now it's nothing without you. Okay, I'm gonna pass on this. Build some cities, people. Graphics look pretty cool. You make city. City skylines too. And for that type of game, that looks pretty cool. I would not want to build all that on a controller. Good lord.
World premiere.
World premiere. Something good. What if the world we live in today is their utopia? Another anime game.
次なる王となる資格を得るものとする。陛下のお命が奪われるなど。
汝定めを課せられし子よ、憂いを抱える旅人よ。
こいつが俺の凱旋者だ。
果たして誰が次の王か。
己自身に命じなさい。内なる英雄の姿に変われと。
So far, I think there's 2 out of everything they've showed that I would like to play, but nothing is blowing my mind yet. I mean, these look just like the games that are already out that we can play right now. This is the mirror of eternity. I can't even tell what the hell is going on here. Is that a tooth jumping up and down on that thing? Yeah, about that.
World premiere.
Bro, I'm gonna set my expectations way lower now and see if I can get excited. The creators of the Banners Saga trilogy.
Humanity's cities have fallen. Our people's only means of survival is to seek sanctuary here, in the Belfry. You must explore this world to find the origins of this evil. And bring hope back to our people.
Oh my god. I'd say the Cyberpunk download content and Starfield. Bro, it's gonna be a rough rest of 2023 if this is all there is. 1 million animes. 7 billion ways to smack somebody exactly the same way with a sword. 3 hit combos.
Together, you can
Bosses.
save humanity.
Hexagonal squares. Take your turn. Strategy. Yeah. This is, dude, 2024 is looking bad.
World premiere.
How the hell long? This is supposed to be a half hour long. How the hell long is this? It's showing every game ever made. They've really shown some real turds on here. Oh, is this Nightingale? If it is, I want to see more about this one.
Of progress. A finely tuned, delicately balanced machine. But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything.
Everything?
If you
oh, the blimps
resist
from
my rule,
Command & Conquer 3.
if you alter our past, if you threaten what I have built, there is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you.
Change the past. Control the future.
Oh no. What did I do?
Any last words before my friend puts one in your scalp?
The fuck? What I don't even know what I just...
Thank you all for joining us.
That's it?
Today is a special day for me and the team. I'm excited to see 11 games showcased from our first-party studios. We opened with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its British style and humor. Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since joining Xbox with South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution. And we are thrilled at how Avowed is shaping up for release next year from the RPG masters at Obsidian. In addition to Avowed, our studios will deliver Hellblade 2,
pull your head out of your
an
ass,
all-new
dude.
Microsoft Flight Simulator,
More games,
Powerborn, and more
good
in 2024. Later this month,
I feel like there's half of
players
this
can
is
look forward
indie.
to Elder Scrolls Online Necrom and Sea of Thieves Monkey Island. As we look to holiday, we will launch Starfield and Forza Motorsport, both built for Xbox Series X, S, and PC. We are also honored to share 14 games today from our creative partners, like Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft Massive in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, 33 Immortals from Thunder Lotus,
God, that looks so bad.
Path of the Goddess from Capcom, and more Persona games coming to Game Pass thanks to our continued partnership with Sega Atlas. I'd also like to congratulate the Studio Zero team on Metaphor Refantazio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase.
And if you're an anime fan that likes the same type of gameplay in every game,
and game
this is the year
creators
for
first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox. When it comes to our consoles,
you like anime.
we have heard your feedback on two fronts. First, we have significantly increased our supply of Xbox Series X, making it easier for fans to find globally. Second, we know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S, and I'm excited to share we have some news there as well.
For only the cost of the console, you can now double the space of the console. A new Series S. 1 terabyte SSD. Didn't it come with like 500 gigabytes? $349 for 1 terabyte SSD, Xbox S, underpowered to perform a 30 FPS on upcoming games.
And now for the one more thing you've all been waiting for. Prepare for the most comprehensive deep dive we've ever done for the biggest game we've ever built.
What
so
shirt
sit
is
tight
that?
and
Hexen
enjoy
from
Starfield
1990?
Direct.
Okay, here's what I've been wanting to see. See if Starfield's gonna live up to the hype. Let's see if it's gonna live up to the hype. Is this game gonna save the Xbox Game Pass and everything they've been doing? The one game to hold you over until another game finally comes, who knows when. The first major AAA release in 3 years. I'm blind.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here.
Don't think
and
he
that's
had
thanks
helium.
to all of you, from the Elder Scrolls to Fallout. We love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do. And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but, well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Here we go. In-game footage.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years.
Dinosaurs?
But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds.
Over 1,000?
Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours.
It's No Man's Sky.
And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and
over
creatures
1,000
that
worlds?
live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere.
But is it fun?
We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person. We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources.
Dude, that looks exactly like No Man's Sky, doesn't it?
Do a mission.
Isn't that what they do in No Man's Sky? They
something
laser out
unexpected.
the stuff? I haven't played No Man's Sky, but this looks exactly the same. Dude, that AI's not even shooting back at all.
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons, to spacesuits, to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name. Let's head out.
You can say our name if we chose.
Our mission was to convey the wonder
A
and
unique name?
majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch, a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty, what's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource-heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New
Depends on if
Atlantis,
it's procedurally generated
your eyes
or
are
not.
guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a colony war memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there.
This is
Noel,
putting me to sleep.
the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
I can't tell, man. They haven't shown anything beyond, like, No Man's Sky type stuff.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The settled systems is home to all kinds of different stories,
And do they have
people,
a
and adventures
full
for you to
story
uncover.
fleshed out to win the game and stuff?
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space.
It's Western in
The capital
space.
of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face? Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong.
Seems like there's a lot of story.
It belongs to the Crimson Fleet.
I like
it
that.
It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So,
It's hard to believe there's
ready to get out there?
1,000 planets.
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities. And by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Snap out of it.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records.
It feels very
You'll pick
Fallout
from a lineup of
4-ish.
40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we've ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermaesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew, and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits
Jesus.
to support your parents,
Freaking
but
stalker.
they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my God!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if
Bro.
you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a
Gameplay.
view!
Come on.
It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I like the Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever
Climbing through
possible, I
vents
like
like
to
you're in
talk
a
my way
movie.
through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them. I like blowing stuff up.
I don't know. What do you guys think about
Exploration
Starfield?
is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships. It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Well, it's putting me to sleep.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do.
Hey, Grandma Gaming.
You can buy a ship. I'm
sure. Oh, I know. I'm struggling.
Customize
This
and upgrade that ship.
Showcasing this.
And hire a crew to keep it up and running.
Man.
And it all starts in spaceports.
Starfield looks like it's going to have a lot of grind.
Every spaceport has a ship technician
lot of simulation.
where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then
Still
you
don't
might
believe
round
that
out
a
your ship
1,000
roster with a
worlds would be
hulking space
doable.
freighter to run cargo missions.
looks like No
or even
Man's
do a little
Sky.
smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes.
Like No Man's Sky
You
2.
can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you have 2 ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want.
Yeah, it might be that way,
The parts you choose
Mace.
to build with don't just affect your ship's stats.
It's so hard to
They'll
tell.
also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting, or
I just wish
for
they
storing
showed
and
more
displaying your
gameplay and
weapons.
it wasn't
Starfield's in-game
boring,
ship
drawn out,
manufacturers bring their own look and
over-explanation
feel
of-
to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms. Our modified Frontier is a practical
when you
ship,
want to get a
but with
feel
a
if
little
something's fun or
creativity,
not.
your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if
Chuck
you're looking
Norris's
for a little
son?
extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field.
They
Take
showed a
Bosco, for
little
instance.
bit, a tiny bit of
He's
gameplay.
designed
With some
around
shooting, but
the
that
core
was it.
basics
Everything
of a
else is
NASA
just been
machine.
talk.
Please avoid
And
getting
screenshots.
shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster, Powering up the grav drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there. Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target. After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship. Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance.
This is obviously going to be a very big game. Very long.
Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this. When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder.
We want you to feel
and sometimes a little fear.
Now that
We're
looks
giving
cool.
you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
I want to know, if you lose your starship, is it gone forever? How's that all work?
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. We put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care and designed this case as we did to watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this. Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, native strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
Control, this is Constellation Starship Frontier. Ready to start on your signal. Steady till ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. Getting auxiliary reactor power. System checks are green across the board. Prepare for departure. Grab jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explores. Our system builds the planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet, whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses, and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
That looks cool, kind of a Subnautica type build.
Add crafting and research stations in your outposts to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like
Good
more
guess,
compact weapons
SG.
like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
The Heavy from Team Fortress 2. Yikes, there he goes. Yeah, I got.
Thanks again for
I gotta
being with us
finish the,
today. We are just so
streamer weekend.
grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
Holy shit.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
It's doing okay, Mace.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
audio design,
planets,
We got a
the
lot to
day-night
go through
cycle,
still.
Those details matter to me.
diplomacy,
You want me to see,
exploration,
freedom,
the ending, Basco.
rheumatology
I
again.
love the
even
robot
though
so much.
The
they said they couldn't do
incredible amount of
anything for
worlds
me
we
'cause
created.
they-
Sniper rifles, come
Otherwise,
on,
they have
lever
to do
action,
a
rocket launcher,
brain sprout.
3 vertebrae fusion.
I laugh, but
And
some people
they'd
might
like
find
to
creepy.
push that
I don't know.
back.
I know it's
They're
hard,
gonna
man.
try to get
The
rheumatology
thing
to give
that
me
I
some
enjoy
help and see
most
if that
about
will
the
relieve
game
enough pain
is the
to where we can
freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do.
kick the double fusion down
It's
the
what
road
you've
a
come
ways.
to expect from a Bethesda title,
Otherwise, they
but
just
on
have
a
to get
much
double fusion
bigger
in the
scale.
back. Kind of brutal.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Let's go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Man, hardly any gameplay, but yeah, the fusion is using my L3, L4, and L5 all together. There's only 5 L's in your lumbar back. 3 of them would be all stuck together. And then in addition to that, look at all that crap. You want to spend $150 or whatever. And then, yeah, they said once you start to fuse your back, that every 5 to 7 years you have to have another fusion above and below it because it causes your other vertebrae above and below it to get wrecked. So, yeah, the Xbox Series S with 1 terabyte, that was pretty cool. This game, I think, Starfield is going to be a lot cooler than all that explanation. I mean, that was like a tutorial. I literally fell asleep twice, I think, during that explanation. Holy shit, that was terrible. I wish they would have made it more entertaining. Just even a tad would have been great. Other than that, what was there? The rest of their launched games? There was a couple other games that I was looking at that looked kind of cool. But right now I can't remember the names of them. Due to the extreme boredom and that long explanation. No, not Fable. I'm not really into Fable. I mean, that looks like it's going to be great for the Fable fan base. There's a ton of anime games coming. Like, if you love anime games, you're going to get a lot of those. If you like indie games, you're going to get a lot of those. If you like AAA big blockbuster games, you're not going to get a lot of those. And they made that really, really evident. There was Forza Motorsport. I'm not into car racing. Trying to think what else. There was a couple games. There's a couple that stood out to me and I can't even remember. Let me scan through here again. The add-ons to Sea of Thieves, the add-on, oh, the Cyberpunk download content. That looked pretty darn good to me. The Cyberpunk. And, God, what was the other one? That's all Starfield. Bruh. That's sad. I can't think of more than just a couple things out of that whole thing. What was, wait. This film's private. This Hellblade. The really weird, like a dragon naked scene. Of course, motorsport. There's the Cyberpunk thing. Bro, I can't remember. I don't know. Big letdown as far as I'm concerned. There's just not enough AAA good games coming. Now, this was covering, you know, Xbox exclusives. So they didn't have games like Call of Duty and all that stuff like the PlayStation one did. But the PlayStation has so many upcoming AAA big games hitting the PlayStation, and the Xbox has kind of like one coming. So it's very worrisome. Starfield better be amazing. That's all I gotta say. But I hope you guys like that. I hope you like chilling out. And I'll be back in a little bit with the stream for the rest of the Streamers Weekend. But take it easy, everybody. If I don't see you on that, I'll catch you in another stream, video, or short on ItsEye or I Will Play as soon as possible. See you, everybody.